welcome back to Brick Gaming YGO. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Today we will be looking at updated lists for Pen Magician featuring Draco and a couple other tech cards. There's no Guard Dragon combo in this deck. There's no room for it. The combos that you have in this deck already are insane. And especially after the ban list, this deck is going to be for sure tier 1. I didn't put together a side deck yet, but the side deck should be pretty obvious once I get into this. It's just going to be your standard like Twin Twisters, Hand Traps, etc. So, let's start out with the main deck. We have triple Chronograph here, and then one Time Gazer. This is pretty standard, just a turbo card. There's going to be a lot of turbo cards. You want to get through your deck as fast as possible. You want a normal summon or pendulum, summon to make Electromite. You just want to get a whole bunch of free special summons, and then set up scales and go into all your plays. Next, we got Double Master Cerberus and one Mythical Beast Jackal King. Now I figure, in my opinion, the Mythical Beast engine is the weakest engine for just kind of spam or getting out a bunch of special summons. And the reason I believe it's the weakest is that it's the most easily hit in the deck. Especially if you're running no materials, your Cerberus, you basically just lose the game. So you don't want to just lose the game going first. So generally, I think that this is the worst engine. I think Jackal King is actually the best card here. Cerberus is okay, but Jackal King really is the best card. Next, we have Double Abyss Actor Current Razor. You only play 2 because it kind of conflicts with your Dark Worm, and you kind of want to get Dark Worm off more. So it's still a good card. It can be a beat stick if your opponent clears your board, all that fun stuff. Then we have triple Rescue Rabbit. Yeah, Rescue Rabbit and Pen Magicians. It's just another one card Electromite. This is the only time I would recommend actually using your normal summon to make Electromite, just because it's a +1. And it just gives you more and more pluses. And I'll show you which card you're going to go into, but it's good. It's a Draco card. Next, you play triple Supreme King Dragon Dark Worm, and then the one Donut Boy. So this is pretty standard. Generally, like some of the best cards in your deck. Just give you that +1, that free search, all that fun stuff. Now, getting into the rest of the deck, we have a bunch of magicians. Well, by a bunch, I mean not really a bunch, but you have an engine. You have Harmonizing at 3. Harmonizing is the best one. It's a +1. It's a tuner. You can make synchros with it. You can make XYZs. All that fun stuff. In my opinion, the best of the magicians. Then double Purple Poison. Purple Poison get out cards. In this build, Purple Poison can be really dumb. You guys want to see some combo videos and some kind of interesting things that you can do with this deck, get this video to 10 likes. And I'll do a really cool combo video, kind of show you different things that this deck can do, different ways you can play the deck, all that fun stuff. And also end up probably doing a couple different lists for magicians. So this is just like, in my opinion, the most standard. Well, standard for me. I always play like really like different decks, but I'll do like Orcus Magician. I'll do like Guard Dragon Magician, all of that fun stuff. Kind of give you guys an idea of what's out there. So this is just the regular ratios, in my opinion. During what I see people using is 3, 2, and then 2 Black Fang. Seems pretty solid. Seems pretty good. That's the ratios for your magicians for the most part. Then you got Double Luster. You don't need 3. You only need 2. It sucks if pendulum summon out because you can only use it for the summon of a Dracoslayer, and that can really hurt. Like, you don't play that many Dracoslayers in your extra deck. Basically, he's better as a scale, so I would recommend using him as a scale. But outside of that, he's just kind of average. You play 2 just for consistency. Then here's a really good one. The good one is this guy, Master Pendulum. Now, I know people don't think he's a good one, but off of Rescue Rabbit, off of your Ignister, just what you're able to do with this guy is so good. You can recycle it. All your cards in your deck can be recycled. You basically have almost an infinite deck. And I'll explain why. I'll show you guys when we get to the extra deck. It's pretty spicy. And then of course the one Vector. Vector is okay. He can negate cards in your opponent's pendulum zones. So having this guy in your scale at the end of your turn can be pretty dumb in a mirror match. Side it out if you're, well, you could side it out if you're not playing the mirror match, but it's still a pretty good card. Then we got Triple Servant and 1 Endymion. Standard ratio, just 3 and 1. Pretty good turbo cards. You can also use your Servant to summon out Jackal, so that's pretty good as well. Then we have triple magical abductor. Extra searches is always good. You always want to be searching out your cards. Super broken. Next is kind of a secret tech for this format. Now, a lot of people probably won't want to play this in Pen Magicians, but I'm saying this card is broken, especially when you pop it off with Electromite. And the card I'm talking about is Guiding Ariadne. Now, basically, Solemn Judgment is at 3. And what way in a Pendulum deck can you search out Solemn Judgment? Guiding Ariadne. This makes Judgment searchable. This makes it so easy to grab that card, and if you have it in scale, you don't have to play life points for Solemn Judgment or Solemn Strike or any of that. No life point cost. This card literally breaks the deck in so many ways. It's just another negate, another option, so good. Just really can really help you out boards or even just outright win a game. Your last 2 monsters are Aether. This is for your Haraxil boy. You can still make him in here. You don't need guard dragons for that. And one Destrudo. Destrudo is really good. Destrudo just allows you to make synchros, wings, all that fun extra stuff. Next we'll get into spell cards. We have triple Pendulum Call and 1 Duelist Alliance. You want to see Pendulum Call a lot. Really strong card. I would recommend playing it. I would actually highly recommend playing it. Really just a broken card right now. Free search it, my dude. Just 1 discard. Then we have triple Allure. You want to see all your cards super fast. Getting to your cards faster is always better. And 1 banish is definitely worth it. Then we have double Pod Desires. Pod Desires is still a really good card. Especially in Magicians, there's nothing that you really care about, especially if you do after Pendulum Summon or you draw into it later on. This card's so good. Literally can just win you games just with pure advantage. Then you have double Spell Power Mastery. Now the logic behind 2 instead of 3 is at 3. So I used to play Orcus Magicians a little bit competitively, and the reason you don't want to play 3 Spell Power Mastery in really any build of this deck is it's just a brick card, especially after turn 1. After turn 1, this card's a brick. You don't want to see it. I wouldn't play 1 because then it's super inconsistent. I won't play 3 because if you draw it, it's basically bricking your hand. You don't play enough Endymions for this card to really become broken outside of turn 1. So if playing 2 is just, in my opinion, a standard ratio. I don't think 3 is worth it. It's just another spot that you could use for a better card. Now we have basically, technically, 3 Dragon Shrines. One of them is a Foolish Burial. Now I cut down Dragon Shrine by 1. I was seeing it too much. Now I know that some of you might disagree. Always go with 3 and 1. But I think just 3. You're turboing out plenty in this deck. And you only need 3. Like, basically, a lot of times you'll see your Dark Worm super early on. Or you'll draw into one of these off of when you draw a card. Plus, this is a really draw-heavy deck of Pendulum Magicians, as you'll see once we get to the extra deck. Then we got 1 Draco Face-Off. Draco Face-Off is just another card. Just another card, another way to turbo out more guys. Just another turbo card, just another way to get into your resources faster. And finally, we play 4 Traps. So this is the opposite of last format's ratios, but Triple Judgment, 1 strike. I was considering playing 2 strikes, but there really just isn't room. And you're not going to be resolving Guiding Ariadne more than twice per turn. Twice is the max that you'll be resolving her usually. And also, you can generally fix your hand. Like, just 3 and 1, I think it's the proper ratio right now. If you disagree, I can understand why. Just in my opinion, that's the proper ratio. Now, getting to the extra deck, we got 1 Electromite, obviously, really strong. Phoenix and Cerberus, both really strong cards. 1 Saryuja. Saryuja is just more draw power. You want to draw your cards, you want to see your cards. And then after you Pendulum Summon, you can still get another special summon off of Saryuja. That can really just fix your field if you like have an awkward number of monsters still left on your field. Or anything like that. Now we also have 1 Borolo Dragon. This card can just break boards, just win you games. I was originally considering going Borolo Sword, but I feel like Borolo is still the better option in Magicians. Now we also have 1 Haraxil. This is going to be made off of Saryuja plus any of your Dragon guys' main deck. And you have a lot of dragons in this deck. So it's not even that hard. You don't need guard dragons. You don't need anything fancy. You just go Saryuja plus any of your boys. It's super easy, just super easy way to get into that, and then you can also use this effect to try to get Aether, and that's just really, really broken. Now you also have one Evil Storm Nightmare. This is pretty standard magician. It's just a flippy boy. Flip your opponent's stuff face down. Sometimes it's more important to have this guy than negate. So it really just depends on your matchup, in my opinion. But I think this card comes in clutch. If you want to draw even more cards, yeah, this is a really draw-heavy deck. But we have number 60, Dagaris. Dagaris is really good right now. He just came out in the Battles Legend set, and I think he's one of the better cards from the set. Draw 2, discard 1, skip your draw phase. In Magicians, you don't care. That draw 2, discard 1 is going to literally win you a game. Plus, I already have a way to make it so you don't even have to skip your next draw phase, so you're still drawing cards during your next turn. And I'll get into that in a second. Next, we have Abyss Dweller. Abyss Dweller is just another way out. Graveyard-based deck, still really strong. You might see a random Orcus player running around. So you definitely don't want to deal with that. Just make Abyss Dweller. And this is the way that you make Dagaris worth it during your next turn. Now, by the time you finish your first turn, you're going to have probably 2 or 3 monsters in your graveyard. Then after your opponent's turn, you can have maybe more, maybe less. Well, probably not less, but maybe more. So the way that I think you can fix this. Also, you want to make multiple Electromites in one game. You want 2 or 3 Electromites, but you don't want to play all those Malphos. Play Emerald. Emerald just came off the ban list, and this card is amazing in like almost every single deck. If you can make rank 4s in your deck, play Emerald. Literally just recycle whichever card you want. You can just recycle your whole extra deck, main deck cards that you turn into, all that fun stuff. Fix your hand, fix what you have at that time. Super amazing broken card. I would always recommend playing this card in Magician from now on. You know, you're on like a graveyard based deck where you're going to have a whole bunch of guys in graveyard. After turn 1, you're probably going to have 3 or 4 guys in graveyard. And later on in the duel, you'll probably have more. So why not recycle that, get all your resources back, and then keep grinding out the game. It's just a grind card for the most part, or a card that can just outright win you the game like a win more card. It basically works as one or the other depending on your matchup and depending on how it's going. But that Gusto Emerald is so good. Now for your final XYZ in this deck, Karen Gorgon. Karen Gorgon changes what your opponent can target. So many cards still target, like all the Nightmares target, Electromite targets, a bunch of stuff targets. Change the target for your opponent. Sky Striker, Widow Anchor, all those stuff, like that card targets. There are so many cards that target in the game. Literally, Karen Gorgon can win you so many games just by changing target. And it just really, really is an overpowered card in my opinion. I think it's still a sleeper card. I know a lot of people were playing in Magician, but in my opinion, it's still a sleeper card. Now, for your Synchros, you play 1 Cyberse, Quantum Dragon. Oops, sorry. 1 Cyberse, Quantum Dragon. Sorry about that, guys. This card's really good. Makes all your other guys not targetable. Bounce stuff, 2 attacks per turn. Potential OTK card. Super strong card. One of my favorite cards in this deck / game. Just love it so much. Literally just wins you games. 1 Ignister. Ignister is also really game winning. Summon out one of your Dracoslayers. Pop it, spin, in a mirror match. You can pop your opponent's skulls and then just spin back one of their dues. It's really dumb, really good card. I don't know why you won't play Ignister if you had the opportunity to. And then finally, Borreload Savage Dragon. Just another negate. You want as many negates as you can get. And this guy's guaranteed going first almost every single time. Like right now, I got him up to like 85, 90% of the time I can make him going first, which is super high. And then finally, 1 Dinosaur Power, the Mighty Draco Slayer. Now, you may be thinking, what? I haven't seen that card since, like, 2016. The reason you're playing this, it protects your scales from your opponent and protects your pendulum monsters from your opponent as well. Well, your opponent can't destroy them by battle or card effect, and you can special summon Draco Slayer from your hand or graveyard. Hey, that's a plus right there. Literally, it makes it so easy to make rank 4. This guy can just sit, big booty, 2,950 defense. Unless your opponent has a guy with 3,000 or more attack, this guy's just going to sit there and protect all your dudes. Literally, the deck can just make it like to be an unbreakable board, and this guy really just helps with that. Sure, it's not another negate. Sure, it's not like another like way to destroy your opponent like super fast, but protects you. So you also have a little bit of defense in case your opponent is able to break your board, and also it really supports like all your pendulums that may or may not be on the board, and it also is good with like Solemn Strike and other stuff, because then your opponent's kind of forced to not be able to use their Twin Twister on your scale, and they get Twin Twisters your scale, you're sitting pretty nice. So give this video to 10 likes. I will do a combo video, show you some of the stuff you can do with this deck, just some cool interactions. If you like the video, like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know what you guys all think of it, like leaving questions or suggestions for future uploads in the comments below. And yeah, see you guys in the next video. Brick Gaming YGO signing out.